There's just something so delightfully colorful about a coleslaw that I love, particularly with the oranges of the carrot and the red of the cabbage. I've tasted some variations of coleslaw where some people will add grated cheese to it, or some people will add grated boiled eggs to it, and that's been quite an interesting one, but I think I'll save that for another time. And as I said, one of the things I really do love is all the beautiful colors that you get when you make a coleslaw. It's like a lovely artistic palette. Moving on to the salad dressing that I use for the coleslaw, I use a very simple one. I like to keep things very simple in the kitchen. So it's about a cup of mayonnaise. I like to have a bit of acidity just to cut through the fattiness of the mayonnaise. So I'll use about a tablespoon of lemon juice, and then I'll put in a couple of pinches of salt just for a bit more flavoring. And I did this because I didn't have my preferred whole grain mustard. And then I'll also add about a teaspoon of honey. Sometimes I'll go with two, depending on my feeling. And usually to this, I would add a couple of tablespoons of whole grain mustard, but I'd run out of whole grain mustard, so I just used some of the yellow mustard, which we call English mustard here in England. And I just mixed that up and I will add it to the coleslaw. In summer, I prefer to use creme fraiche, to use half a cup of creme fraiche and half a cup of mayonnaise because it makes the dressing just a little bit lighter. But there's something about chilly weather, of which, though technically speaking, we are in headed for spring now. It is still a little bit on the nippy side here in England. So that's my recipe for the salad dressing, which I then just add to the coleslaw. The honey really does give it a lovely, delicate underlying taste of sweetness, which works really well with the carrots. So I do think that it is a lovely addition to put in. If you haven't tried honey in your dressing, go ahead and try it. It's really yum. The beauty of the coleslaw as well is it stores really well in the fridge, and I can use it for most other things.